Well met. Let's do business. I would gladly let you invest in my shop. The extra coin will allow me to purchase more goods from adventurers such as yourself. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. Thank you for your business. You too. A pleasure to speak with you. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. That seems a fair price. Drive a hard bargain. Another satisfied customer. Bye.
Well met. Armor, weapons, I have it all. How may I help you? I spoke with Deetsan at the Mages Guild recently. I've never seen someone so happy about being in the guild. Good day.
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Hooray! Be seeing you.
A pleasure to speak with you. May I interest you in some of my fine wares? Take care.
It's my pleasure. Please continue. Let's see if we can't teach you a thing or two. What can I interest you in? Another satisfied customer. My progress through the ranks here will be slow. My prejudices against certain types of magic limit my chances for advancement. Bye.
If you don't mind, I have things to do. Would you leave now, please? Well met. If you need money fast, try Jenseric. You can sell almost anything there. Goodbye.
The three syndicates of wizards have of imperial goods in the land of the Ultima.
The Ultima have powerful wizards.
It's an honor to finally meet you. When I heard you were in town, I just had to send for your help. Your reputation precedes you. Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I am Ceradur. Likewise. Sorry to send Gillen's wife to get you in that manner, but it seems safer if we weren't seen on the streets right now. If you'll come with me. Splendid. Watch your step.
Good afternoon. I'm Sylvan Dolovas, assistant and bodyguard to Ceradur. Let's leave it at that.
by your presence. Hear out Ciridur first, then we'll speak.
You must speak with Ciridur first.
Shh! Not here. Keep following. Welcome. You're now in the sanctuary of the Order of the Virtuous Blood. Few outside our circle have ever set foot in our hallowed hall. We are, for lack of a better word, defenders. We guard the city from an infestation that plagues it. We are vampire hunters. I'm sure you are familiar with these despicable beings, feeding on the innocent as if they were cattle. Well, this group was formed to combat them. Alas, we are but 3 old men, not able to match the fighting prowess of a vampire. We lack the strength to defeat them in battle. Our goal is to root out the vampires that live in our fair city. So far, we've been unsuccessful finding one, until now. It's come to the Order's attention that Temple District resident Roland Jenseric is a vampire, and has already claimed one victim. That's where you come in. We want you to slay this vampire, and cleanse the city of his filth before he can feed or kill again. A few nights ago, I was roaming the city as I often do, looking for any signs of a vampire. As I headed past Roland's house, I heard a cry. I rushed into the back garden to find Roland struggling with a woman he'd been courting. I tried to intervene, but he was too strong. He threw his lover to the ground and turned his attention on me. Luckily, I managed to run back into the street and escape his grasp. I hid for a while and then returned to the garden. Roland was gone, and the woman was dead. She had 2 puncture marks on the nape of her neck. That's when I realized he was a vampire. The Order needs you to track him and destroy him. I would start by searching his home. He hasn't been there for days, so it should be safe. Return to us here if you have questions. We meet at night. His home is located in the Temple District, right across the garden from my home, in fact. Ironic, isn't it? Vampires are nasty creatures. They drink the blood of others to conceal their true nature. Such trickery makes them difficult to find. You may ask Gillen Norvallo or Greythroat about these creatures as well. They've learned much. Who knows when Roland may strike again? You must hurry.
My knowledge is at your disposal. It's said that the bite of a vampire has the chance of infecting the victim. If this occurs, they'll become a vampire in a few days. Be cautious. Roland was always a quiet man. It was only recently he'd met that young lady. Poor girl. We must avenge her death. Someone told me that Hieronymus Lex is gone, reassigned to Anvil. That can't be true. Vampires are clever, so watch your back.
Auntie, how can I be of service? Roland was very much the loner. He never married and was rarely seen outside his house. I'm surprised his secret wasn't discovered sooner. The vampire cannot exist in the daylight for long. As the sun's rays strike his flesh, it will burn as if on fire. Be ever vigilant. Vampires are creatures of deceit.
Anything you require, you're
Hello
welcome to
again,
it.
fellow vampire. You may... Ciridur is asleep right now. He's had a long night of study and is exhausted. Do not disturb him. He'll be up at 5 this evening.
Anything you require, you're welcome to it.
Go away. I know what you're here for. Just leave me alone. Vampires? Why would you ask me about those filthy creatures? That bastard! Seridor dares accuse me of being a vampire? Me? Ha! He's the one who is the vampire. I can't believe him. I knew he would try and pin this on me. If only I could get my hands on him. I'm sorry. I've been hiding up here in this cabin and I forgot my manners. Try and understand. I loved her. I'd never harm her. Relfina was the love of my life. For the first time, I had a positive outlook. Then I saw Seridor looking at her with those coveting eyes. When she started taking walks in the garden at night, I became suspicious. I didn't want to lose her. I should have trusted her. Oh, Relfina. Yes, I must let someone else know. That night, I decided to follow Relfina. I wanted to see where she went on her walks. When she stopped in the garden and Seridor stepped out of the shadows, my heart sank. Then suddenly he was upon her. She seemed entranced as he wrapped his arms around her and sank his teeth into her neck. I burst from my hiding place and attacked Seridor. He became startled for a moment and tossed Relfina aside. She fell to the ground, and I heard a sickening crack as her head struck a stone. I was no equal to Seridor. He knocked me down in one quick movement. As I lost consciousness, I saw him laugh and then run away. Now I know why he didn't finish me that night. He wanted to cast suspicions on me instead. I panicked. By the time I awoke, her body was gone. I knew Seridor was a respected member of the community. They'd never believe he was a vampire. I retreated here to the cabin to collect my thoughts. I suppose you must decide what to do. Are you going to kill me? Thank you. I'm happy you gave me a chance to explain. I know about Seridor and his secret order. What better way for a vampire to hide than to pretend he hunts them? You may want to speak to Phintius at the first edition bookshop in the market district of the city. I know he goes there occasionally. I doubt that he's told Gillen and Greythroat anything, but you could always try. As you know, the vampire can't remain in sunlight. I'd wager that you'll never see Seridor outside during that time of day. Have you heard about Quête? They say that Daedra came from Oblivion and burned the whole city to the ground. Remain leery of Seridor. He's much more cunning than you may suspect.
I shot at Big Brothers a couple of
is
years
a nice
ago.
place.
Not sure
It's
which one I
cheap.
talked to, though.
I can't imagine that there's a finer establishment in the entire
Have
city.
you ever bought a magic staff at
understand.
Windies? The fun...
Good day. Sarader? He comes in from time to time. Usually it's when he's out shopping. He always comes in with a large amount of travel food in his bag. Then sometimes he buys a few books. I asked him once about it, and he said that he goes out of the city on business trips. I think I overheard him once mention Memorial Cave to another patron of mine, but he never talked to me about it directly. Yes, it's outside of the Imperial City. I heard it's a place where many of the heroes from past wars are buried. Sort of a subterranean graveyard. I just assumed Sarader had a relative that died and is buried there. Not many people go out there anymore, as the route is dangerous. But Sarader's a stubborn one. Takes integrity for a man to risk his own life to honor the fallen. I admire him for that. I looked it up once in an old atlas I had in stock. Here, let me mark it on your map. This is the only bookstore in the city. There's also Renoir's books in Coral, Machna's in Cheydinhall, and Southern books in Leowin. Good day.
Spare a coin for the
Have you ever shopped at Edgar's
Rumored
discount
treasure
spells?
has to be true.
Discount spell.
I wonder if the first count
What's
of
going on
justice
with you?
Buy us.
I
Like
understand
used
I've
to
heard
others
others
say
say
the
the
same.
Fear is acting even stranger.
How are you?
Great. Good to hear. Goodbye.
Any friend of the Society is a friend of mine. Have a look around. May I interest you in some of my fine wares? You drive a hard bargain. Another satisfied customer. Good day.
Everybody needs a copy of the Black Horse Courier.
Good day. Shadow hide you.
Little attention I got at the smaller bookstores.
Good day.
Take care. Hello again. You're more than welcome here. I have everything for the budding alchemist under one roof. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. I appreciate your business. Farewell. Hello again. You're more than welcome. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. You've made a good bit of gold. That seems a fair price. Come back and see me again. Goodbye.
Someone to chase the bandits from Cavales. Probably trying to enhance her weird machine.
What's new with you?
house cat!
Where are you?
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. blood! I need...
Die, damn you!
Your... blood!
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. Ah! Well. Oh, look who we've got here. She was here a second ago. Damn rats always skirting around on the... shadows, making me jumpy. Your presence here will not be tolerated.
I hope you're here to bring me good news. He's dead? Oh, thank goodness. I feared I'd never be able to leave here, or worse, that he would come for me. I can finally return home. The ironic thing is that I think the Order of the Virtuous Blood should continue its work. Perhaps I'll speak to the others. Yes, I think that the Order will live on. Give me time to make arrangements and meet me in Ceridor's basement. Horrid creatures. I hope we never see one in the Imperial City again. Let us never speak of that abomination again. I'll see you in the Imperial City.
I hope I can help. May I interest you in some of my fine wares? A pleasure to serve you.
Good day. It's my pleasure. Please, continue. A bite to eat? Maybe something to wash it down with. You've got a great deal there. That seems a fair price. You drive a hard bargain. You drive a hard bargain. You've made a good bit of gold. A good price for a fine transaction. You've got a great deal there. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. A fine transaction. You drive a hard bargain. Thank you for your business. Take care.
You have the eyes of a trained marksman. I didn't know Cyrodiil was a vampire, I swear. I serve Roland now. Please, accept my apologies for my error in judgment.
Hello again, my friend. It's so good to see you again. I've spent a good deal of time speaking with Gillen and Greythroat. They agree that the Order should live on. Not only that, but we'd like to make you an honorary member. If you're ever in need of our services, we'd be happy to provide them for you. In addition, we'd like to reward you with this enchanted ring. Use it well in the fight. At least there are a few less vampires in the world now. Well done. But there are more of these creatures that still roam Cyrodiil. If any of our books can help you in the cause of destroying more, you're welcome to read them. Since you're an honorary member of the Order, if you bring back proof you've slain a vampire, we'd be glad to compensate you. Bring back the vampire dust from their remains. That should be proof enough. Excellent. Another vampire has been slain. Here's your reward. Excellent. Another vampire has been slain. Here's your reward. Excellent. Another vampire has been slain. Here's your reward. Excellent. Another vampire has been slain. Here's your reward. Excellent. Another vampire has been slain. Here's your reward. Excellent. Another vampire has been slain. Here's your reward. Excellent. Another vampire has been slain. Here's your reward. Excellent. Another vampire has been slain. Here's your reward. Excellent. Another vampire has been slain. Here's your reward. Excellent. Another vampire has been slain. Here's your reward. Excellent. Another vampire has been slain. Here's your reward. Return to me when you have slain another vampire, and the Order will gladly reward you. May the sunlight always safeguard your path. I'm pleased to see you again.